Hi guys, I'm here to do a quick video of a journal that I made for someone. I had gone to the library and they were tossing out the books, so I asked could I go through them and keep them because they were just going to throw them in the trash. So the lady gave me, I'd say maybe 20 books or so, and I just didn't have time to go through all of them. So I'm supposed to meet her at her house to go through the rest of them and pull out what I want. And she was asking what do I do with the books, and I actually bought two because they were having a sale and they were throwing out the others, but I told her I just used the covers because I like the covers on them. So I told her I make her a book and her daughter, but this is the one I made her daughter. It's just a little a pocket size one, and I used magazine pages out of to make that one. So I'm going to do a really quick flip through of the book. So sorry for going on and on, but I used a napkin. I Mod Podged it on. I also used a few glass beads on here. I hope you can see them. Let's see. Yeah. And I used some iridescent medium on the flowers just to make it stand out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't want this to be long and I don't want to re-record it. In the book, I kept not most, but some of the pages so she can see that it was the book, and kind of get an idea of what it is. So, and I did not put anything in all of the tuck spots or the pockets. So just a place for journaling. This is a piece of paper. It's a digital print from an Etsy seller. This is a piece from Pinterest. And these are those pages that I tore out from the little $1.50 pads at Michael's. Stuck that in there. And a ticket that I had painted with some distress ink. Excuse me, sorry about that. I did stamping on some of the pages, not all of them. This is a Pinterest download. And this is a pocket right here. And the page itself is a pocket. I got the hiccup, sorry guys. An envelope with the printable on it, and a pocket with nothing in it. More coffee dyed paper. And on this one, what I did is I scored it about maybe 1/4 of an inch between on the left and on the right, so I could just glue, have a piece to glue it to the back, so you can write on all of the pages, all parts of the page. A pocket with a stamped image. You can journal on there. I use some lace. Excuse me. And this is just a stamp piece of scrap paper. You can journal on there. Pocket. This is a piece of scrap paper that was left over. There's a pocket there. There's a pocket here. And this is a piece of cardstock that I covered with some pink lace fabric. This is another piece of scrap paper. Let's see if this is a pocket. Yes, there's a pocket here. But not behind. I'm sorry, not behind. Actually, there is a pocket. I can't get it, so. But there's a pocket back there. And this is from the Prima Printery Stack. Another piece of coffee dyed paper. And I put some washi tape on the edges because some of them were kind of flimsy because the book was kind of old and worn. So, more paper from a pad. These are the Michael's $1.50 sheets. I just glued some on there. I put a doily on this one and kind of reinforced the page. This piece right here was the backing from, I was printing on some envelopes, but I needed to take the envelope down. So whatever didn't print on the envelope printed off on this page, on the, just the copy paper. So I glued it and made a pocket right there. And this one right here is a download. I think there's for dominoes, but I just backed it on a piece of cardstock and put it inside that frame. This is a piece of scrap paper that was left over. You could journal on the back of there. And this page I made with the, when you're trimming the paper and you have all of these pieces that are left over, I just glued them down to make a writing surface. And then these were more that were left over, so I just made these into a little booklet and put them on the bottom of the page, and a piece of lace. A Pinterest download. This is a tuck spot right here. And I used some fabric that I just had in a cup that was coffee dyed. This is another piece of paper that is a printable. They're background papers from Etsy. A piece of scrap paper that was left over. And this lace right here I got from Donna Turner, and we did a stamped image swap, and she sent me some lace. So thank you so much, because it really went well with these colors, and I was able to use it like the day after I received it. So thank you, Donna. Another coffee dyed paper. I'm making sure I'm in frame, guys. Sorry about that. This is another sheet that's a printable. Sorry, a tuck spot right here. That's a download. This is from, and I put the paper pad up, but this is from a paper pad itself. This is another Etsy download. This is more of that lace from Donna, and there's a tuck spot back there, and a pocket. And some of this book, I didn't realize this book had so many pages in it. So I was getting to the middle. I was like, "Oh, I'm almost done," but there were so many more pages left. Some of them you're supposed to glue, like have a page, tear a page, and then you have a page, and you glue those together to where the torn pages between. But I ended up gluing like 3 or 5 pages together, because there were way too many pages in this book, and it was getting to where it was gonna splay open all the time, and I didn't want it to be that way, since I was giving it away. So I glued some of the pages together, and I did not embellish them. I probably put a piece of writing paper on top, no pockets, no anything, just to keep it from getting so chunky. So this is one sheet of paper. I don't know where I got this paper from, but I just slid it down the middle and put it on here. This is a download from that same Etsy seller. And this is, I left the page in the books. I purposely did that. And you'll see more throughout the book. A pocket using some scraps that I had. More paper from the Michaels pad. And let's see. Yeah, and if you look right here, normally this would be a pocket when you put it down, but I didn't make a pocket, and this pocket is empty. So this is just some copy paper that I used a stencil on to make it not so white. The same thing here. So we're getting to the center of the book, I think, where I did not want to over embellish. And this is just a I can't think. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it a tuck spot because the words escape me. So this is a pocket right here. And at the end of what I do at the end of the year, when they, well, probably March or so, when they have all the calendars, maybe 75% off, I find ones that have really nice images on them, and I buy them either at like a desk calendar or a wall calendar. It doesn't really matter. And that's what this is from. And I got this idea from a video where she traced the shape just to make a tag. And I think I'm going to gesso this. Or either put like a index card or something over the top for a space to write. This is a pocket right here. That's a download. And this page is super, super thick, so it's a couple glued together. More paper that I use stencils on. Another stencil page, just a blank page. And these are just the pages from that Michaels pad. I have a box of these, so I really needed to start using them, and I tried to put as many as was possible in here without it being too much. So more of those pads from Michaels. A stencil page, same thing, more of those pages from Michaels. And then I also have ones that are seasonal, like Valentine's Day or Christmas. So the next journal I'll do for any holiday, I'll definitely be using them. Another stenciled page. More pages from Michaels. I need to put some of these on here, or gesso or something. And this one just flips out. Don't tell me it did. It got stuck to the corner of the washi tape. I'm gonna put that over there. And that's just one of those pads. A little tuck spot right here. This is a bag. Sorry, did you guys hear my stomach growl? Sorry about that. It is rumbling. More of that Prima Printery page. Just a tuck spot right here. An envelope. There's nothing inside the envelope. It's just a plain white one. On the outside, I sprayed it with Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. And this is a tuck spot. I just cut her out of the paper. This was in my scrap bin, so I just stuck it in here. You can write on there. More coffee dyed paper. This is a tuck spot right here. This is another one that's a download from the Etsy seller. This is a tuck spot right here. And that way, if she's not sure what's what, she can also, I'll give her the link to the video. She can go and check it out. A tuck spot right here. More papers from the Michaels pad. See a little tuck spot right here. This is a printable also. This is from a paper pad. Just some pink cardstock that I stamped on. A pocket with some scrap paper stuck behind it. And this came from my scrap bin also. This is a tuck spot right here. More stenciled coffee dyed paper. And this is a tuck spot. And I hope this book is simple. A tuck spot right there. A pocket. And a tuck spot. There's an envelope. There's nothing in it. And this is the end of the book, and I love how this was the last page in the book. I didn't realize it until I got back here. So just a tuck spot right here, and these are just, this is a tuck spot, and the rest are just the pages. So I will definitely excuse me, and I stamped on the back and I stamped my signature. I'll definitely be giving her a link to the video so she can see what the book is about. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And have a great day. Talk with you soon.